Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Bridgewater. His throw incomplete. It was the veteran Prince Amukamara that time who had the play covered from the start. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you get your best people in the area to try and take that away.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater trying to lay one up deep. It's caught inside the 25. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To the air again with Bridgewater. Flush to his right. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Watch the pass.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Saints 14.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Even, 4 down, even. Motion. Go, Mike 51. Alert. Hey.
Now it's Trubisky. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Definitely worth taking in our deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, Not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? From the 27, Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Everyone, you got 4 down. Mike 51. They're not ready. They're not ready for this.
Here's Bridgewater. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. And he locates Josh Hill, complete. 17 there and a New Orleans 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Bridgewater on 1st down. Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Khalil Mack able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And brought in by the tight end Cook. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. And Lutz puts this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Get the ball. Mike 56, Mike 56. Ran, jump. Just like that. Just alert. Jump.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his man. That's Hardman. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Check it out, read. Quick there. Ran, tuck. Hey, ball.
Now it's Trubisky. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Let's go. Do it.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. On first down, Trubisky escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
180! Alert, 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 alert! Red, touch! Motion. Hey, check motion, man. Hey, alert.
Looking to throw again on second down. Trubisky completes it to Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
That's a gain of 5.
And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
He's not going to get me.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Nick Kwiatkowski able to maneuver in for the sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
50 wants the mic. All day, baby, all day.
After the sack on first down, Bridgewater out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
With a quick slant, good for 8 and a first. On first and 10, Bridgewater. This is complete to Michael Thomas. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it's 3rd and short. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
On 3rd and 1, here's Bridgewater. He's going to float this one deep. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for the Saints. 41 yards.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And, boy, they hit that one.
From the red zone now, Bridgewater. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Check three. 51, Mike, 51. Hey, tight.
Bridgewater again. This is caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. And again, it's Bridgewater. They complete it to Hill. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is 3rd and goal.
Topper! Watch twist! Smooth! 51, Mike! Ready?
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Cook's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Jared Cook, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes, because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
25 yards there on the catch and run. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Trubisky. He's got Burton here. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 34-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different. Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now it's Trubisky. That is caught by Cohen. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Jim. 56 of Mike.
On 2nd down, it's Cohen. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears have once again taken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Mike, 56, right there, 56.
From the gun, Bridgewater. And that is intercepted by the all-pro safety, Eddie Jackson. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left, and then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. This is Cohen. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Trubisky. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now. Standing just outside his own goal line. Kamara now to return. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Here's Bridgewater. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. It may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
He's back to throw. And this is Cook with a grab. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I'm here all day. Hey,
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on fourth down. Bridgewater to throw for it on fourth. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted. Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for the Bears, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.